Let's move on to the next question of this paper, that is question number 7. Let A1, A2 and so on be a GP. If A3 by A1 is 25, we have to find A9 by A5. Simple question from sequence series. A3 by A1, let's consider A1 as the first term, then A3 is simply A1 R square. So, we have A1 R square by A1 is equal to 25, that is R square is equal to 25. Looking for A9, that is A1 R8 divided by A1 R4. That means we are talking about R4, that is we are talking about 25 square or simply 625. So, let us see from the given options, 5 raised to the power 4, that is 625, that is the correct answer. I am sure this is clear. Let us move on to the next question. If the system of linear equations, 3 equations are given, has more than one solutions, meaning infinitely many solutions we are talking about in general, let us plan this one using matrix equation. We can write it as 2, 2, 3, 3 minus 1, 5, 1 minus 3, 2, then we have x, y, z column matrix, then we have A, B, C, correct. Now, if I plan to apply R3 replaced with R3 plus R1 minus R2, what would be the output? I can write here, this implies that 2, 2, 3, 3 minus 1, 5, 0, 0, 0, x, y, z is equal to A, B and the term R3 plus R1 minus R2 giving you C plus A minus B. Now, we can clearly see the third row on left hand side is 0. So, it has infinitely many solutions. When you can have infinitely many solutions with such condition? Only if this term is 0. If this term is 0, only then you can have infinitely many solutions. If it is non-zero, there is no solution. The system of equations is inconsistent. So, clearly my requirement for this question is A plus C must be equal to B. Let us see from the given options. We have option number 4 which says B minus C minus A equals 0. So, the correct answer for this question is option number 4. Let us move on to the next question of this paper. The straight line x plus 2y equals 1 meets the coordinate axes at A and B. A circle is drawn through A, B and origin. 3 points are given. We can draw a circle uniquely. Then the sum of perpendicular distances from A and B on the tangent to the circle at origin is. So, let us plan this question. Say we have a circle, right, and the circle is like, which is intersecting coordinate axis at A and B and also passing through origin. So, situation is something like this, and in fact there was a line which had intersected with coordinate axis at A and B. Let us mark it A, B, origin. This is clear. Now, line given to me is x plus 2y is equal to 1. When you put y equals 0, this is 1 comma 0 and this point is 0 comma half and origin is known to us 0 comma 0. Question says then the sum of perpendicular distances from A and B on the tangents to the circle at origin. When you talk about tangent at origin, that means you are talking about this line, correct. You have to draw perpendicular on it, meaning you have to go like this perpendicular here and you have to talk about this perpendicular here, correct. So, the sum of these two lengths you have to talk about. Let us start this question. Since it is given this length is 1. So, length of intercept on the x axis is 1, meaning we have, let us begin it, 2 root g square minus c is equal to 1. C is clearly 0. So, from here you have mod g is equal to half or g equals plus minus half, correct. Moving ahead, you have 2 root f square minus c is equal to 1 by 2, giving us mod f is equal to 1 by 4 or f equals plus minus 1 by 4. Since clearly this circle has center in the first quadrant, so you have to take g and f as minus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 4 respectively. On substituting this way, circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx. G is minus half, so we have minus x plus 2fy. F is minus 1 by 4, so minus y by 2 is equal to 0. This is the equation of circle. This point is clear. Now I need tangent to this circle at origin. So let's write down tangent at 0 comma 0. This is simply 0 plus 0 minus 1 by 2 into x plus 0 minus 1 by 4 into y plus 0 is equal to 0. So from here we get the result 2x plus y is equal to 0 as the equation of tangent. My requirement is sum of perpendiculars. Now we are close to the final answer. Required sum is equal to, drop the perpendicular on it from 1 comma 0 and 0 comma half respectively. When you drop from 1 comma 0, length of perpendicular comes 2 by root 5, and when you drop from 0 comma half, it comes half by root 5. That means you are getting 5 by 2 root 5 or simply root 5 upon 2 as the sum of length of perpendiculars. Root 5 upon 2, that is option number 2 is the correct answer. I am sure this question is clear, pretty interesting one. Let's move on to the next question of this paper.